Right, I know this video is going to improve your game. This is some content that I've shared with my online clients. I'm going to be covering all aspects of the game. Make sure you subscribe. This playlist is going to cover everything from driving to how you should practice to short game. So make sure you hit that button and I'll speak to you later. Oh, hi. Hope you're well. Look, what I wanted to do is just give you an idea of how you should practice when you're trying to make changes. I would say what I was mucking around with is more the classic of what I see on a day-to-day basis. When you are trying to do swing changes, and I've given you the lesson, and I've given you drills to work on, you're trying to develop a feel. Now, there's a lot of talk about muscle memory, and your muscle does not have a memory. You basically have a brain-muscle connection that makes your body move in a certain way. And that sort of program that you got of your particular golf swing, volume 1, nice little encyclopedia in your head, you're never going to lose that. So what we're trying to do when we are changing techniques to hopefully improve the ball flight and the ball strike is that we're adding like volume 2 or volume 3 to your memories, and then we're trying to get those feeling more comfortable. Now, when you put the little scary white thing in front of you, you're then more likely to want to fall back into old habits until volume 2, volume 3, the new ideas are the more dominant factor. What I need you, and hopefully to do this, to really get the understanding of what you're trying to achieve in terms of a change, is to break it down into sort of 3 steps. When you're just whacking balls on the drive range or in a simulator on a golf course, you become very target orientated, and your thought process is based off the result of the golf ball and not the internal stuff what you're doing where you're feeling it. So you nearly need to do it in 3 stages. First stage is to literally take the ball out of the equation. And if I've, like for example, with my own game, I struggle with early extension. My pelvis works towards the golf ball, I then thrust through. So the drills that I've got where I'm focusing on early extension, I'm trying to generate a feel of where I want to achieve my body positions as I'm going through the swing. And you need to do this as a complete exaggeration of what is actually going to be when you're hitting a golf ball. So my early extension is where I go this way towards the golf ball, and then I will get a bit flippy. So I need to try to encourage my pelvis to be very much back and with my chest very much down towards the ground. So when I'm practicing, I'm literally feeling like I'm this sort of way and then really turning into my left hip as I go through. Now, obviously, everyone that I'm speaking to right now has got their own little journey. They're thinking about, worrying about different things. What I'm getting at is that you need to exaggerate the feeling, and there's nothing that's going to interfere my mindset or whether I'm doing it right or wrong, because I'm not basing it off a result. I am basing my practice in a feeling. Now, I know that's the good position. I know that's where I'm trying to achieve. I can worry about that. So that's sort of stage 1, I would say, about making an effective change to your golf swing. So there's no ball, I can do it at home. I can literally just work on the drills that are going to help me give the sensation, the new volume, to make sure that I keep my pelvis back, whether you're changing your grip, whether you're changing your over-the-top move, whether you're changing your impact release, whatever it may be. Stage 1 to a change should not involve a golf ball, because then you're not worried about the result. I didn't even look at my 3 shots. I actually think I hit 3 pretty nice shots, didn't I? Which is very annoying. I should have maybe I just stood there and hit a ball. Oh, I can actually see, I can see the 3 dots. My God, I should just do that more often. Sorry. Second stage is with a scary little white thing. But what I'm going to do, and obviously for the sake of this with my simulator, is I've not put the ball in the zone. So it's not going to register anything. And what I can do here is I can really break my swing down, and I can just work on the feeling, the position that I'm trying to change within my own game and what the position you're trying to do within your game. But again, yes, there is a ball in front of me, but I'm not worried about the result because I can't see the result. Now, for those that have a home setup, obviously when you're just hitting it into a net, this is your gold because you're only feeling the position. You're not worried about the result. I can swing nice and slowly. I'm not worried about hitting my 6-iron the same distance. I can just try to get that feel. If you do have a simulator at home or you go to a simulator, then this is what I would advise. I've not got the ball in an area that my launch monitor can see it. So it's not going to give me any results when I'm going through. Then, if you're comfortable with stage 1 without a golf ball, you feel like you can change the position you're trying to change. If you can then feel that position with a golf ball, but you're not worried about the result of the shot, then stage 3 is then moving into hitting shots at a driving range, at a simulator, at home, where you can obviously then see the results. And then that will then give you the understanding of whether the change has been correct. Now, if you can't do the feeling with a golf ball with no results, then you need to go back to stage 1, which is just the feeling without anything. If you can do the feeling without anything, if you can do the feeling with a golf ball but you're not worried about the result, then stage 3 is to see if you can do the feeling with the result of you hitting a shot. If you realise that you're struggling with stage 3, then step back to stage 2 for a bit. You're not quite ready. It's trying to get that change where I can step into stage 3 and then I can then hopefully hit some decent shots. The problem is I've hit 3 good shots, didn't I? So me now actually thinking about it might not be too tricky. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you in terms of practice, and this may help you when you go onto a golf course, and I know I've done a video on pre-shot routine before, we do need to be a bit careful that I'm not thinking too internally when I'm hitting the shot, because obviously I should be worrying about the result. But, excuse me, as part of my pre-shot routine, I can think internally away from the golf ball. And I definitely, in my pre-shot routine, have 2 swings where I am thinking about my personal improvement, my early extension. Then I would come back behind, visualize the shot that I'm trying to play, and then when I sort of enter the bubble, then in theory I shouldn't really be worrying about my early extension. It should just be a byproduct of what I've been doing in my practice sessions. Of course, that would be the worst one out of the 4. So, I just wanted today to show you what I think the 3 stages of your improvement should be. You may already do it right now, and if you do, you're amazing. If you are the golfer though, that goes to the driving range, grabs 100 balls, and then starts beating the balls away, trying to feel the change but not really feeling it, then you've got to break down the layers a little bit. You've got to go to a stage where it's, I'm not even worried about that thing. That's a scary little white thing over there. It does horrible things to my game. Right, that's where I want to be. You know, whatever I've mentioned to you in our lessons. Then I'm like, right, I felt that, so that was good. Can I maybe feel it when, yeah. Okay, that's the feeling. So I'm happy with that. I've done stage 1, I've done stage 2. Right, can I maybe get the feeling of this? God, I'm like always thrusting towards the golf ball. So, okay, here we go. Stage 3. No internal thoughts now. Over the golf ball. Just think of a nice straight shot. I'm going to take the strike on that one, by the way. There we go. Ooh. Right. Many thanks. I appreciate all the support of all my subscribers. If you've got any questions about anything, or if you've got any requests on a video which will then go out to all the subscribers like this one will, obviously keep it fairly generic, but if you want any practice ideas, any short game ideas, apparently next week's weather in England is going to be nice. We're going to get back up to 27, 28 degrees for a week, something to do with the hurricanes in America that are going to affect the jet stream, that's going to make it actually nice here for a change, because the weather here in the last month has been rubbish. Please let me know. So I will try to get to a golf course and maybe do a little bit of content for you guys. I do have one idea in my head that I will want to share. It's something that I've been doing in my own game. And yesterday I did play 18 holes. I didn't really film much, but it really worked. It really worked, and it improved my part of the game. I'll keep it like a little secret. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Any videos you want to send me, please do. And as always, really appreciate you guys.